Crushing B, and I'm back with another video. Anyways, let's get back to this video. I am not feeling good at all. I have a cold, so yeah. But this is gonna be like a podcast mukbang type thing. I'm gonna be eating McDonald's because I'm having a decaf coffee from McDonald's, a large one, because I'm still up doing laundry. As you know, I did decaf because I'm not trying to be up and I need to get rest because my baby's gonna wake up soon. So let's just hit this topic, speaking about babies. So I want to get this out first. So as you know, I am a mother of 3 boys. No, do they not? No, do they? I'm gonna try to speak as clearly as I can. My throat is hurting me. No, they don't have the same father. Okay, so. And I swear I spoke about this earlier, but I want to start it because I'm seeing a lot of TikToks about people speaking about we need to stop glorifying single mothers or baby mothers or whatnot, and I have a lot to say on that topic because I think it's one. Let me first put it out here that everyone is entitled to have their own opinion on any situation or stereotype or whatever the hell. I just think it's very hurtful because you're allowed to have your opinion and post or whatever you want on social media, that's fine. But like mothers out here who are single moms and they are going through postpartum, who just had a baby. I am one of them. I'm still going through my postpartum. I thought it ended, but it didn't. And I want all to understand that be mindful of what you speak on, especially the mom situation, because you could end up in that situation. And I'm not gonna say I don't know anybody's future. I am a spiritualist, but I don't know everybody's future. But I can tell you this: 90% of the time, you reap what you sow, and because life is all about learning. So whatever energy you're putting out into the world, you're gonna get that shit right back. There's times where I can say, like, when I was 18, I said, oh my God, I would never smoke. I'd be in high school, and I'd be, like, telling people, like, I would never do that. Once I hit 18, I hit college, I was smoking. I was drinking. So it's my lesson to, like, be careful of, like, judging other people because you might end up doing the same shit. And who knows, you might end up doing it and might not be able to get off of it. So just be careful and be mindful of things that you do say. I'm not saying that being a single mother, being a baby mom is the most amazing thing in the fucking world and that every girl should fucking do it and all that. No, that's not everybody. This is the thing that I want people to understand. Okay, so I got the big arch. And this is my second time that I had this. The first time I had it is when I was pregnant with Zai. So yeah, I want everyone to fucking understand this. That not everyone is a baby mom by choice. And that's what a lot of women need to understand. I get it. Some of you guys may have family members that are in that situation or whatever. But you have to understand there's people out here who get raped, right? And they choose to keep the baby because maybe they have a heart. Or maybe their heart just says like they want to keep the baby, right? I'm not saying it's a easy thing to make a decision to accept a baby from that was put into you by force. But I guess you do have the option to abort. But abortion also has its perks and downsides that can affect you forever. So, and I know because I've been through it. So, everyone's a baby mom by choice. Not every baby father out here is selling a dream to a baby mom. No. I was in a 4 to 5 year relationship with my oldest son's father. Did I know that years down the line that I would have a kid with him? No. Did I know years down the line that he would be abusive? We would be in the situation that we were in? No. And you don't know. You can't tell because everyone's changing. You could be in a relationship with a person and that guy, you guys are in a relationship together, but you guys are both also living your lives separately. You have your own life with things going on, and then they have their own life with things going on. So everyone's changing at different levels, and some do not communicate about it in relationships. Maybe you guys end up being together for 4 or 5 years, a baby comes and things change. And I'm gonna tell you my situation as a fucking example with my oldest. I used to be the girl. People probably think I'm like soft now, but I'm more rude and more out there now than I was when I was 18. I grew up in a sheltered home. When I had my son, I cannot tell you the changes that I went through, and it was hard because I had to go from being this quiet girl to speaking up, because people that you daycare, people are gonna be like, "Oh my God, your son's this, your son's that. Why is my son looking like this when I sent my son to daycare clean? Why is there a rash on my son? Why is there a bruise on my son?" Not saying there was a bruise on my kid, but these are examples of the changes that I had to go through as a mom and as a person, because you have to speak up for your fucking child no matter what. And while I was going through these changes as becoming a mom, I also was learning what I wanted in a man and what I seen myself being, who I seen myself being with. It took me a couple of years because I went through I ended up having 2 more kids, but I'm with my last kid's father. But it took me a while. Everyone learns differently. People have to make bare mistakes in their life to actually understand, until it gets some people have to wait till it gets bad to understand that, like, yo, this is not for me. God or universe, whoever you believe in, is showing you that this is not for you. You need to stop, right? So literally had to go through that change. I literally was like, yo, I used to let my baby father, like, I used to let my son's father, my oldest, speak to me any type of way. Letting him manipulate my mind, and in the back of my head, I would know that, like, okay, yo, that doesn't make no sense. Like, why am I listening to this, right? It took me, I think, like a couple of months going in until he reached a year, and I was like, yo, my son loves me too damn much for me to be allowing this man to fucking treat me like this. And if you can't love me like my son loves me, I don't want you. And my relationship started declining from them because we had two different views on having a kid and being in a relationship. He had a view of, I want to go play with my friends and go out and still talk to bitches and not really help me with my son, or come and, get sex and then dip and go do other things, right? He had his own view on it, right? And I had my own. And that's where the clash was. And now the decision is, as a female, do I stay in that belief? And when you've been in a 4 or 5 year relationship from when you're 18 till, like, I think I was only like 23, 24. Yeah, 25. Hard decision because now you have a kid. You probably seen yourself being with that person now even more because you have a kid for them. And there's a double love there for that person because you have a kid together. And that kid is made from both of you. Hard going through that as a female. So for someone to come in and be like, oh my God, you're a statistic, or oh my God, you're just trying to be a baby mom, that's not the case. And I can tell you right now, God puts people in these situations to have kids for a reason. I know my kid came into my life to get me away from my family because of my family's situation was very toxic, and the shit that was happening to me, no female, nobody should ever go through. And my kid was the one who saved me. My kid was my family was the first people I spoke my voice up to, because when I was pregnant and they said have an abortion, I was like, no. Something was like in me that just was like, yo, this is my baby. I'm gonna do whatever I need to do, and I'm out of here, because I knew that baby was gonna be my ticket to leave and to have a better life, and he was gonna show me that. My son showed me how to talk, speak up for myself, how to stick up for him, explore, go live my life, take him places, bond with him. I got to heal my inner child through my son, because I seen the way my son's, he was so vicarious and just free, and like he still is like that, but like I didn't get to live that life as a child. Kind of controlled. I was like watched. I was like being abused. I was all over these things, and I was sheltered. I didn't know a lot of shit. I did not know a lot of shit. It does still fuck with me because it's like I'm 28 now, and it's like I'm still learning, and that's fucked. But that's fucked for me. But people might think, it's normal. Like, people are still learning. But for me, I take it very hard because you have these expectations for yourself, and because of what you went through, it's fucking hard because you can't even, you look at it as like, oh my god, I feel like this shit is still stopping me. Even though you guys healed from it, it's still stopping you in some way. Helped me to overcome a lot of that. He helped me to take him out more, take him shopping more, just play with him. I had to even go through therapy just to learn to bond with my child because it was so hard from what I've been through. But he helped. If it wasn't for him, I wouldn't even knew about that there was a therapist. I knew there was counseling in high school, but I didn't know there was deeper therapy. And he pushed me to want to be better. My kids do that now because I have 3. The whole baby mama thing, I'm like, yo, you guys need to chill. Because, like, you don't know. Like, a lot of people be in these situations because they're supposed to be. A lot of people, it's a blessing and a curse at the same time because it's hard and it's beautiful. You have a baby boy, a baby girl who's teaching you about life in their own little way. And you could choose to either take that as a stepping stone to make your life better, or you can choose that, like I see some girls doing. I'm not judging because everyone, you know, not a lot of people are soaked into motherhood right away. It takes a while. Some mothers go out and they party and they leave their kid and they don't really, you know, bond with them. But at the same time, I don't know what they're going through, so I don't want to judge them. But some of these girls have these kids from 15, and that's hard because you're still in the mind of a child. It's not something you can just judge on because you could still be fucking married. And I know people who are probably going through some divorce right now or getting married and breaking up. And there's a lot of celebrities out here who are going through that. They're still technically a baby mom because they're not with their child's father. Marriage too, like, you could say you're gonna get married now and you waited to marriage, blah, 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 blah. But at the same time, how do you know that marriage is gonna work out? Because what, you guys waited? You dated so long? I don't know. It just doesn't make any sense to me. But even me having an abortion, I had an abortion before I had my last son, and how it fucked up my body is fucked. Because not only did I know I've had a very hard birth with my middle child, my 1-year-old right now. But my last one, and I didn't know why. I also didn't understand why my periods were even more harder. Come to find out, I was diagnosed with endometriosis, some shit like that, whatever. And I spoke about this in a previous podcast video where my uterus is on a slant now. Now, obviously this is probably from the abortion, most likely, because I didn't really feel that painful when I had my first kid, so I can't really say it's from the abuse I experienced. But it looks like it's mainly from my abortion. And as they say, the abortion can fuck up your uterus, and that's what it has done. I have a condition where I probably can't even carry another child if I chose to have one. Probably go straight to miscarriage. It's cool to have an abortion. All hippie, yo, yeah, you're child free. And some people really, truly have to make that choice. But later on, when they do want to have a kid, and they find out they can't, was that really a good choice at the end of the day? It was a good choice at the time, but now you're kind of fucked up because now you probably can't even have any more kids. And I'm not saying that it probably was a bad decision. They made a decision that was right for them. Kudos, because it's hard. Again, it's hard being a mom, but a lot of people fucking regret that shit later on. Some people don't, because some people know they don't want to have kids, and I understand that. But my point is, it doesn't matter what situation you're in or decisions you make. It could still end up in the same result of you being either alone, scarred, or struggling with a child. Whether you hadn't had an abortion, you're still struggling because some people still remember that shit and regret it till the day that they fucking die. You could still be in a marriage, have a kid, and still end up a baby mom because you guys divorced. It doesn't matter what the situation is or the circumstances are. You can literally still end up that way. And two, another thing, like, I've heard too, of, like, people being like, why are we celebrating a single mom? I'm not even fucking eating. Anyways, let me take a bite. That's the thing about me. I can fucking talk. But, hold on. This thing is huge. The girl talking about it on TikTok, and I was like, hold on. She said, why are we glorifying? I didn't fully listen to it because after I heard that, I was like, hey, I'm off this. But saying, why are we celebrating a single mom having a baby shower and her baby father's not there? Who said we're celebrating the fact that she's a single mom and the baby father's not there? We're celebrating the fact that she's pregnant, she's having a baby, and she chose to keep it knowing that she's a fucking single mother. The point is the baby's a blessing. So what's wrong with that? I'm confused. So fucking confused. I don't know. I don't understand that like line. I don't get it, but it's not cute. And I feel bad that if that lady sees it, or any single mom who's going through that sees that, because that is hurtful. And it's not like, I just think like a lot of people are going through postpartum, and postpartum is another fucking thing. That's the thing that can last in you for fucking years. Even when you're married, in a relationship, and you have a kid, you're still going through that. Postpartum, I know a woman who I worked with who literally said to me that she's married, mind you, had a kid, I think it was her second child, and her postpartum was so fucking bad, she left him. She said, I don't want to be with you. They're back together now, and they have another child, and she's doing well. That just goes to show you that there's other things that fucking put you in a position where you could still end up a single mother. And it has nothing to do with the guy. It has nothing to do with being a baby mother. There's so many things about it. Postpartum, mothers can end up killing their fucking baby. Like, I don't think anyone understands. But that's okay, because you guys are not mothers yet. And I do not wish any of that on any woman. But like I said, be careful, because you do reap what you fucking sow. And speaking on women and speaking on their situations and da-da-da, like, you don't know how they ended up in that in the first place. Not every man's out here selling a fucking Jew. There's some men who blatantly tell you, I don't want no fucking kids. It's up to the woman to choose to keep it. And that doesn't mean that she's dumb. Some women just, honestly, they feel like some women still need to learn that you can't have a kid and think that's going to make a man stay. Some women need to learn that, okay, if you choose this baby, be prepared for A and B. And I always tell females this. I told one girl this, and I'm not even going to speak on her situation, but I told one girl this. I said, listen, you're going to be pregnant. Be ready for this, because I will always remember when I found out I was pregnant, my coworker specifically told me this. She's like, yo, be prepared for when he's not there, because it's gonna be fucking hard. And in my head I was like, yeah, he's gonna be there, because obviously I'm young, I'm like in love and whatever, but it never left my mind at the same time. But she was right. You have to be prepared for these fucking things, because you don't know. It's unpredictable. It's very unpredictable. Marriage, boyfriend, girlfriend, whatever, having a kid, not having a kid. Every relationships are still unpredictable. Marriage is still unpredictable. Having a kid is still unpredictable. You just don't know what the fuck's going to. And yeah, I don't want to go more than 20 minutes or whatever, or up to 30 speaking about this, but be very careful. And this goes for anyone who's pregnant right now and is getting ready to have a kid, or single mother, relationship, whatever. You're not in a relationship. Let me speak for the mothers that are not in a relationship right now and they're pregnant. Be strong, because you are already strong. You're carrying a whole fucking child. You're gonna have to push out their head. It's annoying. But if I could fucking do it, you fucking can. And there's lots of resources. There's a lot of things out here that can make you successful still while raising a fucking child. And it's not gonna be fucking easy. It is not. But it's not impossible, and you can do it. There's a lot of people out here who will help you. A lot of people. This TikTok, you're gonna see people who have a lot to say. Not let it discourage you, because you will not end up a single mom forever. There is a billion people in this fucking world who are out there looking for love and willing to accept a child that's not theirs. There's so many things. And it's also your own child's father who can just grow and later on could work things out and be there for a child. He doesn't have to be with you, but could come back and be like, yo, I'm ready to have a child. I'm ready to be a father. And Some moms will accept that, some moms won't. I don't know if I ever will. I also have to understand that there's men out here who are going through fucking shit. Sometimes they just need that space to realize. I'm not saying that they're not gonna get punished, because they will. A lot of people are afraid to grow up and have that responsibility of another human being. They know they ain't perfect and they're looking at themselves, technically. So, yeah. For the ones that are in relationships, it's unpredictable. Be positive. And, you know, like, shit happens, yo. It happens, and there's nothing you can really do. All you can do is, when the situation happens, start going through it day by day, work your way through it, try to, you know, come to a peaceful resolution for yourself or for the both of you, and mainly for your child. Women here, people here just need to stop talking about this crap. It's dumb. Like I said, everyone has their own opinion. This is just mine. I just feel like there's so many factors of why people are single mothers out here. Some of these single mothers don't want no man. You know what I mean? There's so many factors. I want to just be very open-minded to things. And also, again, you will reap what you sow, so be careful of how you judge other moms and people, because you really can end up in that situation and you don't care. You can be married and have the best man. He could have a mistress. You don't know. So, I don't wish that on any woman. I think everyone should obviously have, you know, the best experience being a mom or pregnancy, but not everyone gets that. So I'll speak about today. I'm so happy my voice let me get through this. My throat is sore. But that's all I really have to say. And I'll see you guys in the next video. I will be live soon. Yeah, stay strong, mothers out there, and girls. And guys, be more open-minded, please. And be more kinder. Come on. There's mothers that are going through that are watching your videos.